So hey y'all, I'm back with another video. So tonight's video is yet again another Chioma Chance Video Podcast edition. So by the title, we're going to be talking about how reality TV impacted this generation and some of the underlying components of how much it has woven into pop culture. I'm going to be looking at some prominent reality TV shows that appeal to Black audiences, female audiences, and Black female audiences. So pretty much me. Reality TV to me is a pop culture phenomenon that has allowed many different types of individuals to regain relevance, see success, and also control the narrative of their reputation in good and bad ways. As nutty and scandalous as reality TV can be, I do find pure entertainment in many of the shows that have been created since the beginning of the reality TV era. There are so many TV personalities that are considered celebrities or well-known public figures today who got their start on reality TV. And in modern times, reality TV is seen as scripted, fake, lower tier in terms of trying to make it in the entertainment industry. But I think reality TV captures a huge audience. I think something that once started off as actually authentic and showing the lifestyle of some of our favorite celebrities and everyday people has altered into a public stage in which almost anything goes. I think reality TV single-handedly annihilated everybody in the building in good and bad ways, and it's something interesting to look at. So I've broken this video down into two overall main talking points, so without further ado, let's get right into this video. So my first point is then and now. So I wanted to start off with kind of an evolution of reality TV because it's so popular these days that obviously the changes from year 2000 up until now, 2023, are blatantly drastic. So the Google definition of reality TV is television programs in which real people are continuously filmed, designed to be entertaining rather than informative. And I think the key word is entertainment. Starting with some of the most early prominent reality TV shows, The Real World, Survivor, The Bachelor, and Real Housewives, those shows were really meant to take the average everyday person and show a side of them underneath the realm of manufactured entertainment. And manufactured entertainment kind of exists in every extension of entertainment. There's nothing that a celebrity, TV show, newscaster, or even YouTuber does that isn't for the sake of entertaining viewers and concocting it in a way that makes you laugh, cry, or overall resonate with the story or character. So people don't really realize that the idea of a reality show has been a thing since the 1940s and 1950s. Back then, they considered variety TV shows as reality shows. But of course, the most prominent era is the late 90s and early and mid 2000s, in which we saw reality TV take a boom. So the company 51 Minds is pretty much the mitochondria behind all of the most known reality TV shows. So basically, they are in collaboration with VH1, which is still really big today, but I think VH1 has definitely taken a downtick in how much people tune into their network. But their beginning was iconic. So my brother and I used to watch a lot of reality TV shows together when we were younger, and I just blatantly remember Flavor of Love. I think it's one of the most entertaining, interesting, and one-of-a-kind reality TV shows of all time. Essentially, it's The Bachelor, but the heartthrob is Flavor Flav from the group Public Enemy, and instead of people getting a rose every week to signify that they still have a chance at getting with this man, he put clock chains around their necks. Essentially, it's Ghetto Bachelor, but it was still entertaining, and 6, 7, and 8-year-old me should not have been watching it, but hey, I was definitely tuned in. I think this was the beginning of an era of the mix of celebrity embellishing TV shows related to romanticism. One of the standout characters of Flavor of Love, which is Tiffany New York Pollard, didn't even win the show, but she appeared on 2 of the seasons and was the runner-up each time. This is where I definitely think colorism played a role, but she got her own show due to her perfect for reality TV personality. And then when she got her show, there was Real and Chance who were on her show, who eventually got their show, which was Real Chance of Love. So then you had Flavor of Love, then I Love New York, then Real Chance of Love, then I Love Money, even the Tila Tequila double shot of love, and also For the Love of Ray J. Everybody had a of love show. I might even do a Queen Chioma of Love. I want all tall Nigerian men and just let me be the prize. I'm joking, but I actually do think it would be a hit. So a lot of love-based dating shows started prominence in the early or mid 2000s and still have a pretty big interest today, just with a modern spin. VH1 was really popular for love and hip hop, which attracted the Black market after their original shows ended. And I'm not gonna lie, I can't believe Love and Hip Hop is still a show, but I think VH1 was really smart and strategic in how they continued the legacy of Love and Hip Hop, because instead of giving individual characters a spinoff, they created spinoffs in different locations. And instead of having everyone on the show be a prominent hip hop figure, they went outside of the typical rappers that were all the rave during that time and included the love aspect of their relationships, people who work in the music industry, and people who had a big career who eventually fell off. People were super intrigued by Love and Hip Hop because former hip hip-hop figures were returning to our screens, and it's like, oh, I haven't seen Soulja Boy in a long time. What's he been up to? Let me tune in. I stopped watching Love and Hip Hop at the beginning of college, so like 2015, 2016. It just became really cringy to say the least, and I think it has run its course, but people still tune in and watch it. So all of this created this chain of reality dating or love-based shows, and they were going crazy. Like, the numbers and viewership was really, really good. And I think for the golden years of reality TV in the romantic category, it seemed really simple, and that's why there were so many networks creating their own version of it. It was like a cell that just kept mutating. Even Charm School was technically a spin-off of Flavor of Love, and that was hosted by Monique, where the rejects from Flavor of Love kind of got a chance at redemption. Gonna be real, I actually didn't watch Charm School. I've seen clips here and there, but I should definitely go back and check it out. Another component that was very prominent in the early and mid 2000s was just showing celebrities in their day-to-day lives. So basically, luxury reality TV shows. Reality TV shows based on the rich life. We had The Simple Life with Paris Hilton and Nicole Richie, who were two super rich heiresses and Hollywood it girls at the time, who people just cared so much about for whatever reason. And I was born in 1997, like I always say, so I was really young, so my memory is a bit jaded. But from what I researched, I still don't know why people made these girls the it girls. Like, I still like them as celebrity socialites in the end, but a lot of them really had no talent or really nothing to offer other than money. But I spoke about this in my video about luxury and how the rich and wealthy lifestyles of Hollywood's favorite young people during that time became a huge point of interest for the rest of society. Shows like The Kardashians, Run's House, The Real Housewives, and many others showed America how rich people live. I watched all of the seasons of Run's House with my brother, and I wanted to be a Simmons. They just looked like they were living their best life, and I think that they are underrated reality TV family royalty. Even Vanessa and Angela Simmons got their spin-off show called Daddy's Girls, where it just documented their life in being hip-hop heiresses, navigating the fashion world, and developing their brand Pastry. I actually never got pastries. My parents told me no. So I wanted to talk about MTV. You can't make a video about reality TV without talking about MTV. I think MTV and VH1 simultaneously had the reality TV game on lock. Obviously, MTV has severely fallen off for many reasons, which is subject for another video, but they also had a lot of hit shows that still air today, just without the same appeal. So shows like Teen Mom, which I can't watch Teen Mom 1 or 2, I can only watch Teen Mom Young and Pregnant. I actually love that show. They also had The Jersey Shore, which was probably one of their most successful shows ever. I hear that they're rebranding it with a new cast, which I'm in favor of because I think the old cast really has run its course, but hey, that's just me. But The Jersey Shore was one of those reality shows that literally took nobodies and made them into like B and C list celebrities. I always thought, what if they did a Jersey Shore but with like American-born Nigerians? That would actually be comedy, but if any network does it, make sure y'all call me to be the host. But for real, I think Jersey Shore set the reality TV standard when it came to something outside of celebrities and romance. This was a show that took regular unknown people, put them in a big house-like situation, but specified their relation to their Italian heritage. And as controversial as it was to the Italian communities in New York and New Jersey who felt that it was a bad look on their culture, it was still massively successful. So much so that it went on for 6 seasons. It may not have the same longevity as The Real World, but I think its commencement in 2009 was perfectly cast for its success. That's considered right before the 2010s, where technology is rampant, but we're still in the golden era of life that we used to love before crazy social media. I think Jersey Shore was also a catalyst in really exploiting regular people for TV, but it was so addicting, although it followed the same plot that people still enjoyed. I also think Bad Girls Club followed the same format, and Bad Girls Club was super successful, especially for the demographic of young women. Bad Girls Club was something more of like a social experiment, and I think they had the right idea at first, but it eventually just turned into turmoil, controversy, and just showing the most belligerent behavior. I recently started watching season 7 of Bad Girls Club because, not gonna lie y'all, I didn't start watching Bad Girls Club until season 8. I don't know anything prior to season 8. So I tried to go back and watch it, and then I just realized that my mindset is just so outdated that I really couldn't keep up. But I think Bad Girls Club definitely had a lot of people in a chokehold because the idea of it was great, but it eventually got redundant and was executed a little bit differently than how it was initially supposed to go. So when you combine America's interest in seeing regular people be put up to challenges, competitions, environments that have spiked an interest in young people, and love, which is always something people like to watch, and then you intertwine celebrities and getting an in-depth viewership of their lifestyle, reality TV has been one of those 21st century's inventions that honestly deserves an Olympic gold medal. So moving on to my second and final point, the impact of reality TV. So with all of those different forms of creating a reality TV show, I think the impact is paramount to why so many people chase this yearning to be known or have fame or just have followers. I think it's also paramount to the reason reason why people act nutty these days. Reality TV has made nobodies somebodies. And it's not really wrong because I'm sure back in the day, some of those regular people just got casted for a show and didn't realize that they would be a long-term internet meme or just have an iconic career on TV. But I think we've had so many examples of this reality TV career path and the combination of things that goes along with it. We already know that going on a show like Too Hot to Handle will catapult you into a blue check mark on Instagram and thousands of followers and set you up to be an influencer who makes good money. By the way, that show is good to me, but the hell y'all mean y'all can't be celibate for money? Like, how is that hard for anybody? Like, no, but for real. Like, come on now, to put me on this show, I'll definitely take the cash prize. But anyway, this new age reality TV star career looks good and glittery on the outside with the immediate sponsorship deals, the fandoms and obsessions, and of course the money. But yet and still, there is an impact that people often disregard. The prominent impacts that I've noticed are: 1, it alters the viewpoint of what people think is real in society. 2, it prompts viewers to take a more abrasive approach to conflict. 3, it creates financial insecurity. And 4, it influences young people to have a false perception of adulthood. So these are the impacts that I myself have noticed personally. And to expand on all of them, I think reality TV alters the viewpoint of what people think is real in society because we see real people who look average and everyday, but they're doing extraordinary things or are just in extraordinary situations that we think is real or obtainable, even though it's pretty much contrived. I don't think reality TV is all the way fake, but I do think it's controlled. You're in a controlled environment that is going to prompt you to act in ways that you probably normally wouldn't. Reality TV is like being drunk. Essentially, you're under the influence of something that is going to make you act in a way that you normally wouldn't. And it's even worse that a lot of reality TV content is filmed under the guise of alcohol. I also said it prompts viewers to take a more abrasive approach to conflicts, and I think this one is probably way more detrimental than people credit it. Because think about how many viral reality television moments that have stemmed from a fight or a verbal altercation or just some type of conflict that became some type of trend, especially from the show Bad Girls Club. All the girls did was fight, and I feel like if they had real reasons to fight, then it's natural for humans to sometimes handle things with aggression. Let's be real. But when you're constantly seeing violence, it does internalize your mindset that is how you handle conflict. And for a child's brain, that is not good. I don't think your brain fully develops until you're about 25 or 26. So let me find out I'm still a little bit dumb. But I remember watching a lot of this stuff as a teenager thinking that it was cool or okay, and that is how you handle conflict as an adult. And now that I'm older, I know that this is definitely not the answer. I also said that it causes financial insecurity. And I think for the shows that are focused on an opulent lifestyle, a lot of people do watch those shows to fester at the idea of being rich and wealthy. And I'm not really against this one as much because I do think viewing a lifestyle that you want to live isn't bad. But if you're consuming it in a format that is meant to saturate your psyche with the undertone of we are the elites and we are better and we have more and we're doing exceptionally well in life, then there are some people that consume that and make it too much of a focus for themselves. I actually really liked watching the show Selling Tampa because I like seeing Black women and women of color in an opulent light. I like seeing the designer, the nice cars, the nice houses, and these women earning their keep through their own careers. But I know for some people who don't have the mental discipline to just watch and consume but not internalize, that type of content can cause financial insecurity. They really should bring back Selling Tampa or at least have another network pick it up because I would have liked to see a second season. I then also said that reality TV impacts young people to have a false sense of adulthood. And this one directly affected me because watching all of these shows as a kid or teenager made me think that when I was going to be in my 20s that I would have all of this luxury or freedom or a mindset that now that I'm an adult, there's no way that I would ever really want to be like some of these people that I've seen on reality TV. I wanted to end with an article about the impact of reality television. This article is from thehornetonline.com. So it says, reality television influences negative behavior. While believing that the majority of its content is real and unscripted, reality television also negatively impacts viewers' behavior and beliefs. According to Brad Gorham of Syracuse University, reality television has an effect on the behaviors of people in society as people are easily influenced by reality television and eventually copy the behaviors portrayed on television while using them in real life. Philip Ross of the International Science Times also states that reality television has a detrimental impact on our perceptions of the world based on an observational study conducted at the University of Wisconsin. During the study, 145 students from the University of Wisconsin were surveyed based on their consumption of reality television. Based on the results, the study concluded that the majority of the students who watched reality television believed that the argumentative behaviors shown on reality television shows are addictive than normal behaviors in today's society. The article continues and says, the growing American culture. Although the actions being shown on reality television are just an act, the American culture has has deemed negative behavior showcased on reality television shows to be acceptable behavior, as they are performed during certain situations. Americans mimic the behaviors of reality stars because they learn and react to things that surround them, which influences their decisions. While setting the example that spoiled and entitled behavior is acceptable, reality television sparks superficial conversation that the average American cannot relate to. By watching reality television, the promotion of irresponsible behavior, unhealthy relationships, and degradation of family values are being inflicted on society. Growing increasingly dependent on the entertainment industry, the American culture is being influenced to perform irrational behaviors that are detrimental to society. Unfortunately, reality television is taking over airwaves as too much time is being spent on watching them. Now, this article is from 2020, so it's about 2.5 years old, so it pretty much coincides with present day. And I do agree that reality television does have a lot of negative impacts. I think if you can watch reality television without internalizing what you're viewing, as well as separating reality from entertainment, then you're fine. But because reality television is geared towards a younger audience and oftentimes uses attractive young people to exemplify all of these narratives, it does have a trickle-down effect. And a lot of these shows do have a TV-14 rating, which means they are unsuitable for children under 14 and intended to be viewed by mature audiences, as the content may be unsuitable for children under 17. But I still feel like the ratings should be a little bit different, because now that I'm an adult, watching that stuff at such a young and impressionable age did directly affect me. It made me feel all of the impacts that I listed as well as the article listed. But again, if you're watching reality TV just for entertainment and can understand how to detach, I think that level-headedness puts you above average in comparison to what a lot of society takes from watching reality TV. All in all, I think the history of reality television is very riveting because it is a pop culture phenomenon that has adapted in a fashion that is enjoyable and entertaining. We've gotten some of the best memes, some of the best viral moments, and some of the best TV show characters out of reality TV. So I don't think that all reality TV should be canceled, but I do see the overall impact as someone who's been consuming this content pretty much all of my life. I do hope that society can get to a point where we aren't internalizing what we're watching on these contrived shows, and we're truly only viewing reality television as a leisure activity and an outlet for our amusement. So that is it for this video. I hope you all enjoyed. Please let me know your commentary on my commentary down below. What do you think? What do you know? Let me know. If you haven't already, go stream my song Ballin'. Link is always down below, and stay tuned for new music. For the song that I've been previewing, thank you guys for such great positive comments. The song is dropping at the end of March. Finally, I know y'all been asking, but thank you guys for supporting. More music to come. And lastly, don't forget to follow me on all of my social media networks, and I will see y'all in my next video. Bye, y'all.
I said 34 B cup, 30 in a deep cut, 20 bad bitches, QTM, yeah, we up. 16 tops and bottles, man, I went and got my teeth done. 10 minutes with him, now his 15 minutes is cut. Never ever make a nigga think that he up, cause you a queen and I'm a queen. Now shout out to Latifah. Security in the back with a racket like Serena. Ex nigga crying, laugh at him like a hyena. Like, damn, what you saying, daddy? Yeah, I know I got a fatty pussy. Talking to him, talk my shit, yeah, I be getting catty. Play with me, I bet you won't. Fatty on his chest and now he calling me a stethoscope. Pink fit, look, think I'm looking good, incredible. Cutting niggas off, I'm coming through like a semi-colon mansion in the motherland. December come, that's where we going. Body hot, my niggas frozen. Niggas put my picture up and yeah, they go and get the lotion. And I'm the one that check up on. Feeling so lucky, getting green like a leprechaun. Run a few errands with the bag with the checkers on it. Push it on the floor because it's mine and I'm stepping on it. Get the cheese and keep it wet, so yeah, he call me macaroni. Niggas on my line and now they begging me for matrimony. Detroit, nigga touchdown and we to the Coney. Tatted up, big body nigga and he grabbing on me. Cheers to my success now every day.